What's good, y'all? Leekautorepair. I can't even say it. Leekautorepair. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. I was gonna do a voice over on a 2008 Chevy Impala, so I'm gonna show you guys how to do tie rod, auto tie rod. So I'm using WD-40. Um, you would use whatever oil penetrate you want. Lube up the threads, lube up the jam nut. Make sure everything is lubed up. Lube up the castle nut. Lube up the cotter pin. Do a better job than I did. Is what I'm saying. The more the merrier, and the parts will spin freely. If it don't spin, then you know you gotta cut stuff, heat stuff, more so heat stuff. But that's a whole nother video. Maybe I get a tie rod that requires heating. I'll post it. But as of this one didn't wasn't too bad. So I was able to break free the jam nut. So next time, take removing the cotter pin. As you can see, it looked like it got coated with rust and everything. I was able to bend it and then I pulled it out of place. Then I took a 16. It was a 17 millimeter socket, deep socket with a half-inch impact, and took the nut off. Now this part, be careful. See what I'm doing? Whacking the side of the spindle. If you got the proper tool to do it, cool. Me, I don't give a fuck. I whack it. Just don't whack it on the edge. You might nick it, cool. It get nicks in all parts of the car. Just don't be a crybaby about it. But try to whack the center on a flat, like more of a flat surface, and keep whacking it. And then you gotta just give it that good stroke. I guess for me, what had helped is I turned the wheel all the way in, and then I started whacking the flat surface part, and then it budged free. So a lot of people won't approve of this part. I approve of it. I've been fixing cars longer than you, most likely, because you watching this, because you don't know how to do the tie rod. So you could trust me, it ain't gonna hurt. You whack it right. So this part, I'm backing, unscrewing the tie rod off. I always count my spins in full rotation. So every 360-degree spin, every full rotation, like around the clock, for example, I count it as a turn. So I believe I counted it off like 11 or 12 times. I twisted, rotated off 11, 12 times. So I want to rotate it back on 11 to 12 times. You notice I use the same jam nut. The bag do come with a new jam nut, bleeder screw. Grease fitting. And castle nut and cotter pin. I use everything except for the jam nut. The jam nut wasn't that bad. I was able to break it free without it being too jammed up and rusted and everything. So I used the old one. So it was cool. Um, you notice how, well, I talk about at the end of the video doing inner tie rods. It's best to do the inner and outer. Well, in this case, the customer wanted to do, maybe I'll just cover it now. The customer wanted to do the outer only. It's his car, his choice. I ain't gonna complain. Whatever. Make sure you put the rest of your hardware in. It comes with a washer too. Castle nut. That's what I'm putting on right now. The castle nut 17 millimeter. Tighten it down right. Make sure you tighten it enough where you can sneak the cotter pin through those. There's a hole through the stud of the tie rod. So make sure you take care of that. Don't be that boy not using the cotter pin. They give you cotter pins for a reason. That's gonna save you one day. You never know. So just bend it out of place. If you can't bend it with your fingers using needle nose pliers, anything, it don't matter. Just bend it so that way the cotter pin do not pull straight out. So if you don't have a grease gun, some of these tie rods do come with grease in the inside. Me, I don't think they put enough sometimes, so I pump more in there. I get some of them that's completely empty, and you gotta fill it up. So it's good to get a grease gun. Grease gun is not expensive. I'll leave an Amazon link to where you can purchase one. Trying to figure out what else I could cover. Don't forget to tighten up the jam nut. That's the last part of the job. After you get the jam nut tightened, you cool. When you're doing the other side, when you turning the clock and the tie rod in, your counts should be similar on +2 or -2 or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like it should be like close on both sides or whatever. This attempt on the tie rod, like to do this job without the alignment. Yeah, your alignment gonna be off. Your steering wheel ain't straight or whatever. So make sure this is only cool if you don't have alignment problems and your steering wheel is straight. But just note that when we do touch anything on steering and suspension parts, we do alter alignment angles. So yes, technically, you do need an alignment, but if you do it my way, and if your steering wheel's already straight, then you can get through this job and you don't have to get in like an alignment. But if you start to see wear in your tires or whatever, yeah, cool, go get your alignment done. So I'm Leekautorepair. I holler at you guys. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Make sure you guys subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. Instagram is the same as my YouTube. Leekautorepair. Anybody want to send me some stuff? My name is Malik. Leekautorepair in parentheses, PO Box number 4, Lansdowne, PA 19050. Anybody want Leekautorepair shirts? $25 per shipping. Get with me. Car questions, product reviews. Y'all know to get at me in the email leekautorepair@gmail.com. And I'll holler at y'all.